Lucasfilm has fired Gina Carano from Star Wars The Mandalorian for social media posts about masks, the election, and Nazi Germany. In a statement released from Lucasfilm, it says, Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. Personally, I was not able to find anything that, as far as I can tell, is denigrating to people's religion or, culture. But she did make a point about Nazi Germany, and it's a pretty interesting point that she's making in the climate of politics today. And it didn't say anything bad about anyone in particular. It was just kind of making a point about something that happened. She also made some posts about masks. She talked about pronouns and a bunch of other stuff. We're going to get into that. In an Instagram post, Gina said, Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply by being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? I think that's an interesting point. However, it's pissing a lot of people off because Gina's saying a bunch of right-wing stuff and people don't like that on the internet. And they get super angry and they started a thing called #CancelGina. Tagging Lucasfilm and Disney Plus and trying to get her dropped, and several hours later, that's exactly what happened. In another post, Carano shared a photo of a person wearing multiple cloth masks with the caption, "Meanwhile in California." Okay, so there's a lot of anti-mask people. I wear a mask. I think everyone should wear a mask. However, I think it's okay to make fun of masks. It's okay. You can make fun of it. You can make fun of certain areas of people. So is that the culture that we're making fun of? California's culture of everybody, whatever, wearing 10 fucking masks at the same time? I don't know. I think it's pretty funny, but also at the same time, masks, I believe they work. I think a lot of people. After all the backlash, both these posts were deleted, but it was not enough to stop Disney from making the call. There has been previous controversies with this individual on social media. Last year in November 2020, Gina put in her Twitter profile, beep, bop, boop, which I think is really funny. It's kind of making fun of the whole everyone needs to have a pronoun thing in their Twitter bio. I respect people that have that stuff in their bio if they want to have it, but I also respect people who think that's funny and want to make fun of it. It's okay. I don't think things like that are off limits to make fun of. I think it's so vanilla. You're not making fun of the worst things about somebody. You're just making fun of something that you think is silly or dumb. And that's what jokes are about. You don't have to agree with them. They can, jokes are not supposed to be things that don't offend people. Jokes are offensive, and some are more offensive than others. I don't think that this one's that bad of a thing. Other things that she said is Epstein didn't kill himself, and there's just, it's a bunch of vanilla, lightweight stuff that's really not all that bad. However, I do have an opinion that sides with Disney. So here's the thing, okay? This is a massive star on a massive multi-billion-dollar TV show, and when you are in this position, you have to think about what you say and do and how that can affect the other people around you in that business, in that product. She's a part of a big product. And these things that she is saying, do I personally disagree with them? Not necessarily, for the most part. I don't think they're that harmful or anything. However, there's a bunch of people that feel differently about that, and these are a ton of customers of Disney, and they affect the bottom line of Disney. So do I think that Disney is taking what she's saying personally? Maybe some people in Disney are, but I don't think anybody that calls the shots personally is. I think the people calling the shots are protecting the bottom line. Because if you're saying stuff like this online and you're supposed to be a big part of this team for this product that's being released, like Disney's The Mandalorian, a mega hit for Disney Plus, you can't say stuff that messes with the mouse's money, plain and simple. So I'm kind of on the side of that because that's the way businesses operate. So if you want to be a part of that, then you kind of have to fall in line and don't mess with the mouse. So what did we learn today? That right-wing type of mentality. I'm not in the middle or something. I never voted, but I guess the Republican right-wing side of things online are not flying very much right now. There's a big, I think there's a big, like, you know, since Donald Trump lost the election and Biden's the president now, there's a big power shift. And everyone that was on this side that were getting made fun of by the right, you know, for the past 4 years, now they're getting some, you know, they're coming for the gerbs. You know, and I don't agree with any of it. I just don't think that online, it's all cancel culture stuff, right? So many people have talked about it. It's all cancel culture. I think it's toxic as hell, but what are we going to do about it? Nothing. There's nothing we can do about it. What are we going to do? Like, make everyone see the light and stop being that way? It's never going to stop. It's only going to get worse. This is the world we live in because we're digitally connected. So what is Disney going to do now? They're probably going to change the story. I think there was supposed to be a, like, spinoff series starring her. Well, that's going to get canceled. So, I mean, they've got so much money and so many, like, talented writers on staff that they can just come up with so many different possibilities to write her out. I think at the end of season 2, I think that's a really interesting point. And I know there was probably a lot of stuff written and designed, and I think she could just be factored out very easily. I think it's a damn shame because she was one of my favorite characters in that show, and I had no idea what her politics were. I think it's kind of cool that she's a right-wing person because everyone's left-wing. So where's the right-wing, you know, people in Disney and stuff? You know, whatever. I think we should have a balance, you know? But it seems like she got along with all of her co-stars with her beliefs and stuff. She doesn't seem like she's some fucking whack job that wants to, you know, like storm the Capitol or something. It doesn't seem like that, but I don't know. Her character will be missed. She was dope. I loved her little tattoo, and I like that she had on her face, and it's actually the rebel symbol. I never noticed. I thought it was like a beauty mark or something, and I was like, oh, you know, that's adorable. And then it was the Star Wars rebel tattoo. I'm like, that is so sick. Loved her character. She's such a badass, beats everyone up. Wasn't she like a UFC fighter or something in the past? Cancel culture. I'm getting this one out tonight because this is hot news right now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for tuning in this far into the video. Like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Papa loves you. See you in the next video.